Okay, good morning and welcome to the first ever hard capstone event of our annual Martin Luther King Essay Contest. My name is Tommy Swearingen and I currently serve as president of this ERG. This year marked the 7th anniversary of the essay contest with a total of 25 schools and classrooms participating in the event from various locations from around the United States. The contest consists of HARC members working with schools in their respective communities to allow students to express their thoughts centered on the theme, What Dr. Martin Luther King Means to Me. The essays are judged more on meaning and character and not necessarily grammar, as we have participants ranging from elementary up to the high school level at this point. After all essays are submitted at each school, there are 4 runner-ups and 1 overall winner, with all receiving some type of prize and recognition. Additionally, we make donations of school supplies, and a pizza party is awarded to the classroom overall winner. So I hope you guys have had your pizza parties by now. In our quest to continue growing this event, we were fortunate this year to have the opportunity to bring 3 bright students here today to share their essays with us. These students were selected as the best of the essays submitted from around the country. So we went through the process. We selected winners at about 25 different locations. We brought all of those winning essays in. We picked the top 6. We convened a special committee, and we came up with the best of the best that's here today to share their stories. At this time, we're going to have each of the 3 students come up and share what Dr. King means to them. And we're going to start with Amanda Rodriguez, if you would please stand up. And Amanda is a 4th grader. And Amanda is actually a student here in the Austin, Minnesota area, and she's from Banfield Elementary School. So, Amanda, if you would come to the stage, please.
What does Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. means to me? Well, I think many people wouldn't have the opportunity they have without him. Some of my best of friends wouldn't even be my best friend without him. So honestly, I think of him as my hero. Sure, he doesn't have a cape nor can he fly, but what he did was sure inspiring. His dream was not only for him, but people he didn't even know. I think that's better than flying or freeze breath, really. He is more than just a preacher. He is the meaning of the world's world peace. Just think, what would life be without him? Would you be friends with your friends? Would you have gone to a good school? So let me just say, you're not a hero because you have superpowers. You're a hero because you care, and your heart is true gold with kindness. So anyone can be with anything. Let your dreams come true with your heart.
So I think Amanda's presentation or her letter was very instrumental as I read over some of the essays as we were selecting the winners. And so she talks a lot about having heart. And I think that says a lot about someone's character as we think about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and things of that sort. So again, I want to thank you for participating and thank you for the wonderful essays you submitted. Thank you. Audrey.
Good morning. I'm Katisha Aldridge. I work at the Skippy plant in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it is a pleasure for me to be here today to present to you a wonderful and talented young lady. She attends Lone Oak Middle School alongside my children, and therefore I've been able to see her exhibit many talents throughout the year. It's my pleasure to present to you Ms. Cooper Darcy.
The title of my essay is One Man, One Dream. Martin Luther King Jr. was just one man. He had just one dream, a dream that changed the world forever. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Can you imagine a world where blacks and whites had to stay separate? A world where everywhere you went, you couldn't even speak to someone a different color than you? Devastating, right? It's a good thing we don't have to. And we can thank Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for that. Thanks to him, we can be around all kinds of different people anytime we want. I love diversity. I love having different cultures in my life. I cannot imagine only being around people like me all the time, and I'm glad I don't have to. I'm glad that I can mix in with people who are different from me. To me, Martin Luther King Jr. means diversity. He means freedom. He means peace. He means character. He means equality. He means unity. To me, he means much more than just someone in the history books. I have people in my life that I wouldn't know without Martin Luther King, and I can't imagine my life without them. I wouldn't want to. I'm so thankful that he stood up for what he believed in and used his life to change the world. He had a purpose, and he knew that. He didn't just say, I hope someday someone will do something about this. No, he got up and did it. That took courage, and I hope that someday I will be able to make a difference like he did. That's what Dr. Martin Luther King means to me.
Morning. So our third top 3 winner is Maya Hollingshead. She's a 5th grade student at Washington Elementary in Rochester, Minnesota. And she's joined today by her mother, Anissa, and her teacher, Jessica Trelstad. Now, what's really special about Maya's essay, Maya did a phenomenal job of personalizing the message and really pouring that into what she wrote in her essay. So it's my pleasure to invite Maya to join me up here on stage. Maya? Now, now I promised Maya, we're all pretty friendly people, right? Okay. So make sure we show our smiles while she reads her essay, and let's encourage her, okay? Okay.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was an activist against racism and segregation. He was important to me especially because my dad is black and my mom is white. Without Dr. King's fight against segregation, I might not be here the way I am right now. King once said, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. And I moved from St. Paul to Rochester last February, and I didn't know anything about Rochester. I couldn't see anything in front of me, but I kept going. King was important to many people that didn't quite know where they were headed. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but the content of their character, King said in his I Have a Dream speech. The world is still full of hate and racism. People are still judged by the color of their skin. They can be judged by the texture of their hair and other things. But I know I would be judged a lot more if Dr. King didn't help make people know it's not okay to judge people by race and differences. Dr. King helped America take a couple baby steps toward a solution against racism and segregation. He had a dream and he achieved it. He helped many other Americans achieve theirs too. He is important to me and anybody else who believes that racism and segregation isn't right. He helped in more ways than I can explain, but I can't speak for most people when I say that he was really important. Barack Obama might not have been president if Dr. King didn't fight. Gabby Douglas might not have been an Olympic champion if Dr. King didn't fight for what he believed. A king is a leader. A king is a man who knows what he wants and gets it. There is not a better way to describe Dr. King than the leader of freedom and justice. No better way than knowing right from wrong. I don't know what that means. All in all, he means a lot. He means more than anyone can list. I might have not been here right now without this man in his fight for his beliefs.
All right, were those some wonderful essays here this morning? Okay, at this time, I want to really thank our students that took some time out of their schedules here to be with us this morning. We really appreciate you coming in and having the courage to come up and tell us your thoughts and feelings about what Dr. King means to you. At this time, I would like to make some special thanks and recognition, obviously to our 3 students that were selected, Cooper Dorsey, Maya Hollingshead, and Amanda Rodriguez. So we want to give you guys a round of applause again for what you did. Okay, I would also be I would be a little remiss in my duties if I didn't make sure that we recognize some other people here today. First and foremost, if the teachers that are here today, if you would please stand as some of the students that participated. Thank you. And Marsha, if you would just please continue to stand, because I heard something right before the program started this morning. Marsha Wilson is a teacher here in the Austin area. She's been teaching for 37 years, I was told this morning. It's also her birthday today, so happy birthday. I'd also like to say thanks to our corporate communications group, Wendy Watkins and her team, for the continued support that they've given HARG and some of our programs and initiatives. So round of applause for the communication department. Well, if some of you guys are probably wondering who's the brainchild of the MLK essay contest, he's sitting right here to the right of me. Harold kind of came up with this concept some 7 years ago by our former CEO when he challenged HARG to kind of go out into the community and, kind of propose a question to us about, what could we do from an educational standpoint to get back to the kids within the community. So I want to thank Harold, and then we also want to thank Jeremy over here to my left. He kind of co-chairs this, and so he's kind of been in training for the last couple of years. So ultimately, Jeremy's going to take over this at some point. So I'd like to say thank you to the both of you guys for pulling this off and bringing it to what we are here today. Okay, I think we had a couple of things that we wanted to present. If all 3 students will please come up to the stage, please. So we wanted to share with the 3 of you guys some gifts here to each of you, and there are some Hormel Spam gifts. Got some really cool sunglasses on the outside. So sun's out a little bit today, but you can wear them here shortly in a few months, I hope. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. And then do you want to give them the bags also? And we also have some little HARG backpacks to share with each of you this morning as well. There we go. And I think at this time we want to bring our chairman and CEO of Hormel, Mr. Jim. You guys can, don't go yet. No, you can stay. Stay up here if you don't mind.
All right, so Tommy, Harold, Jeremy, great job. This is an awesome event. Thank you for organizing. I know it's not easy to coordinate 500 essays, and then I can't even imagine what it was like to judge the winner. So thank you for all the great work that you're doing to pull this together. So now for our team, how many of you could write essays like that in 4th grade, 5th grade, and 8th grade? I'll be 51 next week, and I can't write an essay as well as they did. So congratulations. We're going to check some IDs because I'm not sure that these are the real ages. You guys were unbelievable. We have a company purpose. It's called Inspired People, Inspired Food. And what you all did in the essay contest and presenting them today is incredibly inspiring to all of us. Took a lot of courage to get up here and read it, and you did a great job. But also illustrating the character and the courage that Dr. King had is just absolutely amazing. And if I could share anything with the three of you as you go forward is don't ever lose your voice, right? What you did here was absolutely amazing, sharing your voice, your point of view about Dr. King, and there will be many more social issues that you'll have to face over the course of your life, and don't ever lose your voice because your voice is what's going to make a difference in this world. So thank you for everything that you did. And we have just a small token. It's a thank you letter and a congratulatory letter for a job well done. So Cooper, Maya, Amanda, thank you for everything. And one final round of congratulations. All right, Tommy, back to you.
All right. Well, thank you. I think this will conclude the HARC event. And again, like I said, this is our first time. This is our first ever opportunity to actually share this event with the corporate office. We've been doing this now for 7 years, and typically we kind of do it around the United States at different schools, and we go out and select the winners, and we have put on a nice little program for each of the schools that we participate in. But it was really nice to be able to share this and to really bring this to a different level where we're able to actually bring students in from around the country and here locally as well this year to share their thoughts and aspirations and dreams of what Dr. King means to them. So thank you again, and I thank you guys for the parents that came out here today, which I forgot to mention you guys earlier, but thanks a million for coming out and sharing this experience with your kids. We really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.